Titles are the first impression you have on a film. It can say so much with just a few words. A good title can be like magic and bring people in. And so, when some titles get translated into another language, they sometimes lose the magical essence they had in the first place. Let's look at some that I find personally hilarious. First, we have the film Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. When taking a look at the Italian movie poster, the translation becomes, "If you leave me, I'll erase you." Going against the whole premise of the movie, when we also discover what the main character had done, next on the list of badly translated posters, we have the 70s classic, Grease. When looking at the poster in Argentina, we can see that the translation becomes Vaseline. Maybe not understanding that the Greasers were the gang that Danny belonged to. Leaving the realm of romantic comedies, the next poster is for the movie, The Sixth Sense. When going across the world to China, the movie title becomes He's a Ghost, which is a big spoiler for this film. Next, when looking at comedy movies, there are many posters that are badly translated title. For example, the movie Bad Santa, translated from the Czech Republic, the poster roughly translates to Santa is a pervert. To continue with comedy movies, going with a classic Austin Power movie, The Spy Who Shagged Me. The poster from Malaysia becomes very different. We can now read, The Spy Who Behaved Very Nicely Around Me, which personally is almost a better title. Following in comedy, starring a fan favourite Ben Stiller, the movie Dogball in Germany translates to Straight in the Nuts. Hilarious title, especially when looking at the poster seeing someone, in fact, getting hit straight in the no-no zone. It is now that I see that no movie can hide from bad translation, even my favourite ones. The movie Knocked Up, who is a beloved romantic comedy, is translated by the American Latin community as Slidey Pregnant, which is a title that doesn't make any sense. How can someone be only a little bit pregnant? The changes in movie titles can have an impact on how we are able to see the main character of the movie we are about to watch. When looking at the film The Pacifier, featuring Vin Diesel as the main character, we know we're going to get a film with a badass protagonist that have been put in a comedic situation. But looking at the Spanish title, A Super Tough Kangaroo, it is a little bit harder to interpret what is going to happen. Sometimes having more word in a title can help you explain to the public what is the topic of your movie, but sometimes less is more. For example, the 1980s movie Airplane is a fantastic title where it sets you exactly where you need to be. Compare this to the German translation of the title, The Unbelievable Trip in a Wacky Airplane. And you have a completely different approach to this film. Finally, I have saved my two favourite translations for last. The first one being from one of the most beloved movie, which is Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight, where the Latin American community yet again hilariously translates it to The Night of the Night. I admit it, this title can be cool, but it doesn't really roll off the tongue very well. And so the last badly translated title is one of my guilty pleasure movie, Die Hard with a Vengeance, which is the third installment in the Die Hard movie series. There is multiple language that badly translate this title, but the best one would be how Denmark translated it. We can now read on the poster, Die Hard, Mega Hard. This title almost makes no sense. This is definitely the most hilarious translation of them all. Thank you for bearing with me through all these titles. I hope now you will know the power of a good title and how it can make people have a first impression of your film.